Barbados and Guyana in discussions on joint tourism marketing. A new eco-attraction unveiled in Barbados. And in sports, new queens for the senior knockout netball tournament.
Credible, balanced, committed. This is the CBC Evening News.
A very good evening to you. I'm Sophie Cambridge with this Sunday, April 19th edition of the CBC Evening News. In our top story tonight, a joint marketing strategy by Barbados and Guyana highlighting the best of their tourism product could be in the works. This was revealed by Guyana's tourism minister as a new Marriott hotel was opened in that country recently. Lisa Lord was there and she filed this report.
Guyana is not well known as a tourist destination, but the government is pushing to change that and make it one of the leading places to visit. In recognizing the strength of Barbados' tourism product, Guyanese officials are looking to get the island involved. Guyana's tourism minister, Irfan Ali, says they are in advanced discussions with Barbados' tourism minister, Richard Seeley, with a view to creating a package that allows visitors to experience the best of both countries.
No doubt Barbados has the finest beaches and water in the region. We have the best ecotourism in this hemisphere, right? And the new tourists today want to have different experiences. The days of beach and sand and sun and sea are not over. I won't say they're over, but it's depleting rapidly. So if we can twin our strong eco product with our strong sun, sand and sea product, and you can have a 7-day package, then it will do amazing wonders for the two destinations.
The Guyana government has invested heavily in the new Marriott hotel to the tune of $56 million. The internationally branded hotel opened Thursday to much fanfare. Minister Ali's biggest concern at this point is airlift to his country. He's held meetings with both CAL and LIAT to discuss the cost of travel, and while promises have been made, they've not been kept.
We had an agreement on a number of direct flights coming out of the U.S. to Guyana. Now they changed that schedule even without consulting, right? We had direct flights coming out of Toronto. Now the flights stop in Port of Spain. So we have tried to negotiate and to have commonality, but we can't be static in our approach. So we have been reaching out to other carriers.
So with a niche market in ecotourism and now a 5-star hotel, Guyana is now poised to make tourism one of its leading foreign exchange earners. Reporting from the Marriott here in Georgetown, Guyana, I am Lisa Lord for CBC News.
Thanks so much, Lisa. Well, we'll have more on Guyana's tourism thrust later this week. In other news, Warrens has a new attraction and it's already drawing hundreds of locals and visitors. It's a mosaic which was unveiled yesterday, some 10 months after it was started. It highlights the island's ecosystem and the importance of preserving it. There for the occasion were the Tylers, Dwayne Goddard and Troy Young, along with sponsors. They were assisted in placing the over 150,000 pieces of tile along the way by school children and staff at CIBC First Caribbean. Executive Director of the Future Center Trust, Cherise Francis, says the project is its most ambitious to date. She says their work at highlighting the myriad environmental issues will not stop with the mural.
At present, we have some exciting prospects on the horizon, and with our growing team of volunteers, some of which are here with me today, we are confident that we will continue to make a significant impact on the environmental education of Barbadians and our landscape. The overwhelming positive feedback from many persons locally and abroad has been absolutely amazing to us, and it has come throughout the implementation of the project.
Well, one of the sponsors, First Caribbean International Bank, says it recognizes it has a duty to be involved in environmental matters. CEO Rick Parkell says the bank has partnered with regional entities on several other projects.
The major ones include the protection of natural habitat of the iguana on San Salvador Island in the Bahamas, the restoration of the mangroves in Grenada that were which were damaged by Hurricane Ivan, and the construction of a field office and dormitory for rangers in the Portland Bight protected area in Jamaica. And now we can add this mural.
Well, a fire has caused extensive damage to a Bank Hall St. Michael home. It occurred last night. You can see some of the damage in this video taken by CBC earlier today. The Barbados Fire Service responded to a call about the blaze at about 7:30, and 8 fire officers with 2 water tenders from its Probin Street Bridgetown headquarters were dispatched. They managed to contain the blaze to just this home at the corner of Advent Avenue. The home was occupied by 2 people. In the meantime, the Barbados Fire Service is moving to establish itself as a training centre locally and regionally. It will be able to achieve this feat with the completion of the expanded Arch Hall Fire Station in St. Thomas. Attorney General and Minister of Home Affairs, under whose portfolio the Fire Service falls, says they have initiated a program with the Barbados Community College, and it's their intention to train a cadre of auxiliary fire officers. He says the job of a fire officer goes way beyond just putting out fires. He's expressed thanks to the brave men and women during a service at the New Dimension Ministries marking the diamond anniversary of the Barbados Fire Service. Minister Brathwaite assured them that he has their best interests at heart.
Normally when there's danger, people run away, and these men and women, they run towards danger. Yeah. It takes a special character. Yeah. And I want to let you know that as Minister responsible, you continue to have my attention. Wherever there are things that you have that I can be of assistance, please, I have an open door policy.
In other news, the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, or CDEMA, will be rolling out 2 new mechanisms soon as it seeks to strengthen and enhance the region's capacity to deal with multi-hazards. This was one of several items discussed following a week-long 6th meeting of the Technical Advisory Committee, or TAC. The meeting was held between the 13th and 17th of April. The TAC made its recommendations for the consideration of the CDEMA Council of Ministers. CDEMA's Executive Director, Ronald Jackson, disclosed that the 2 new policies will include a CARICOM organization support team.
We will start out with a 6-member team in the first instance, but intend to strengthen that as we go forward. And these individuals will be drawn from amongst the member states themselves, trained, and will be deployed to support the national disaster coordinators to facilitate 24/7 operational coordination for any event that they may call on the CDEMA CU to deploy these assets for.
And the second mechanism is the Caribbean Damage Assessment Coordination Team, or CDAT, which will help to capture information in the early stages of a disaster.